Can the New Orleans Pelicans have a top 10 offense in the NBA?
First took away. Gas for this. Get your money's worth out.
Man, what it do? What it is? You know what I'm saying? It's me. I'm here with my dogs. I got the Uptown legend, Justin, in the building. Coach Nap. You know what I'm saying? State championship coach. Yep. I got a downtown legend, DMV affiliate, Cheddar Chaz. You know what I'm saying? He in the house. What's up, y'all? How y'all feel?
Doing well, brother. Doing
I'm sorry. Man. I'm trying to bring the energy. I'm trying.
Hey. Do you think the Pelicans have a top 10 offense in the NBA?
Man, I heard a lot. I mean, since we here, we might as well talk about it. So over the weekend, I was reading this article on Bleacher Report. Shout out to the good people over there, Bleacher. Fix your app, man. Put it back how it was. God damn, please. But the good people over there, Bleacher Report, man, they before I guess I don't know if y'all read it. I don't know if y'all read it, but if y'all didn't read it, what would you guess they gave the Pelicans?
I have not read it.
Okay. As far as ranking,
like so offensive.
Let's go A through F. What would you say they gave the? Yeah,
for the offense or just like
for the offense?
C.
What you got, Justin?
Give it a B minus.
Who, buddy? They gave him a D.
That was my first damn guess too.
But
I think that's unreasonable.
I think it's unreasonable too. That's why I want to talk about it. And for the people who's listening and not watching, I'm gonna read it to you. So it says a healthy Zion Williamson is still one of the greatest offensive forces in the NBA. A newly acquired Jordan Poole averaged a career high 20.5 points a game, 4.5 assists, shot 37% from three. Jeremiah Fears is extremely talented, and Trey Murphy had a breakout season. Reasons to struggle. The Pelicans ranked 27 in offense last season, have lost starting point guard Dejounte Murray, traded CJ, and I can't read the rest.
Can I stop right there? Because this is what drives me crazy. Is like, okay, I mean, we all talk about context. Like they were 27th in the league last year, and Brandon and Zion, like their best players weren't available. Trey Murphy injured out for the year. Herb Jones, I know he's not like a big offense, but Herb Jones out for the year. Zion played 30 games. So like going off of that ranking, I don't think is reasonable in my opinion.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's the reason why I want to talk about this, because I really thought it was an egregious ranking. Like honestly, I really I didn't feel like it was valid. Like especially Zion by himself could lead a top 10 offense. You know what I'm saying? Like if you think about the guys who they have around him, you know, I really, you know, I kind of want to dive into the numbers and just kind of talk about it. So, I mean, my first question was going to be, do y'all agree with the D or is this graded too harshly? But it sounds like y'all with me. Like this is a harsh grading.
I think the Pelicans at a point where most people not just giving them benefit of doubt, and they just strictly basing it on the last time we saw y'all. Like, you know, basing it on their work. Kind of similar to the point I was making about the schedule, which is like, if the Pelicans were good last year, then people wouldn't view their schedule as difficult this year. It's only viewed as one of the most difficult schedules because they sucked last year. Yeah. So I think people just basing it on, you know, the certain players' reputation. Like, while Jordan Poole has a fan base, it doesn't seem like his public perception is very
high.
High. You know, people seem to.
But why do you think that, Chaz? Why do you think?
I think because Draymond's public perception isn't very high, and I think, you know, the narrative surrounding what happened with the fight and how Jordan Poole's career, the trajectory since then, has kind of been out there. You know, he went to the Wizards. It ain't like he went to a good team and he just couldn't get it together. They sent him to like the worst team in the league. And so a lot of that perception isn't even on him. It's just they went to the Wizards. He went to the Wizards. So Zion's always going to have this huge shadow over him whenever he doesn't play. Herb was hurt last year. Of course, no one thinks of Willie Green as this masterful offensive savant aside from myself. And you got, you know, it's a shit show, right? So it's like, we're not giving y'all no benefit of doubt. I don't even know everyone on this team. Like that, and add into it, people hate Joe Dumars seemingly, like in the national media. Then on top of that, I ain't never seen a person so classy just hate it like this. And on top of that, you traded for Derek Queen, and people hate that. So people just hate everything about the Pelicans. I just think that.
But it's so funny because it always goes back to, and like I hate saying it, but I mean it's the first line in the article. It's a healthy Zion Williamson is still one of the greatest offensive forces in the NBA.
Right.
And so you say that, what's up, Pistons suck? And you say that in the first line. So Lito, back to you. If Zion plays 70 games, do you think this offense is really going to be get graded out as a D?
Nah, I don't think. I think if Zion give you any 60, 65 games, if Trey is
that's crazy. I got cornrows right now too. It's crazy. He said. Go ahead.
You know, if Trey got health, if Poole is healthy also and can find his way in the offense, you know, I don't think it's any way this offense is a D. I do want to ask Justin, what would have to obviously help, but aside from that, what would have to happen for you to, let's just say you Bleacher Report, what would have to happen for you to upgrade them to a B?
Yeah, that's a fair. Zion has to play.
Mm-hmm.
You said great unknown.
Bro, it is what it is. Like we've been doing this now. We've been doing this show now together for 4 years. We've been covering. We've been doing this now, covering the team for 6 years. Like he's the team. Zion's the team. When he plays, they can be good. When he doesn't play, they're a very average or to below average team. It's just that simple.
I think, Lito, to add even more depth to it, bro. Again, I think it's time for the players, the big money guys, to show up and show improve and show out. Because I believe in Trey Murphy's emergence. I believe in Jordan Poole's talent. Right, I even believe Herb can give you more offensively. I believe in Derek Queen's talent. I believe in Jeremiah Fair's eventual talent, because he's so young. I don't want to put any onus on him at this point. But I think, even to Justin's point, I think even if, let's say Zion misses 2 weeks or something, just hypothetically, I think with these guys, I think they're talented enough not to fall off a cliff. Now, coaching wise, they may not get much support in that department. But I do think, again, man, at Bleacher Report, they saying, look, we not believers. We ain't buying what you're saying. And I respect their mind. I respect their mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I believe, right? So based on some of the things I saw from Trey Murphy, based on some of the things I've seen from Jordan Poole, et cetera, I have to say Zion being out can't be an excuse for some of y'all no more, because y'all didn't got paid. Like, y'all done got paid.
Say, matter of fact, I'm glad you said that, because I want to. Okay, this is a question that I have based on what they projected, and I'm literally just talking like I'm Bleacher Report, just trying to figure out how I can. You know how when people complain about their Madden rating, and then they go to the thing and they go through the checklist, and they try to like up the grade. Can the offense be because he's the great unknown? Like we just don't. It's always an if or a when. Can the offense be fully built around Zion, or does he need a true co-star to maximize his impact?
That's a great question. I mean, what's funny is like I think he has the two. Like he needs shooting. You have to surround him with shooting. Zion or Trey and Poole check that box. Now, if Herb Jones becomes a shooter, if Herb Jones goes back to a couple of years ago, it's another shooter around Zion. So, like, in its sense, like, I don't think they need to, like, what else does Zion need, I guess, would be a question back to y'all. Like, besides a center who shoots threes, what else would his team need?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was about to say, I kind of agree with Nat to the point where it's like, Zion one of them people that's like, oh, I'm going to be all right.
Yeah.
It's up to y'all. Like, I think if they talk about maximizing the offense, I think you would just need more shooting, right? Like, again, this dude could have a terrible year, but the idea still made perfect sense to me. John Collins would have been perfect for this offense.
You've been saying that for years.
Like he just would have been perfect. It would have made all the sense in the world, right? I think those are the type of, to answer Leo's questions, those are the type of skill sets I think you need to get this offense up to a B or up to a top 5 offense. You need a stretch 4, stretch 5. You know what I'm saying? You already know what you're getting in the shooting department from Poole and Trey. You already know what you get. Look, you got 2 of the greatest things you could have on the court. You got marksman shooting, and you got a monster at the rim. Right now, you just missing 1 or 2 things in the gumbo to bring it to fruition, to bring everything together. And I think a big that could shoot would have been the perfect addition. I don't know if they tried. Maybe they did. They didn't have the most attractive trade assets at this stage. But yeah, I think that would have been something that would have helped them tremendously.
You know what? Let's
go ahead.
No, I was about to say, let's add context to this. Because the one thing that Bleacher Report did not do, they didn't give a start lineup. So I want to know who is in your starting lineup in order to get to this.
Are we fully healthy or current?
Yeah, fully healthy.
Fully healthy. Yeah.
And look,
we're talking just offensively.
Offensively.
Okay.
And look. At the same time, after you give me your starters, I want to know your closers.
Okay, that's fair. If we're just talking strictly offense and not overall game, I would go Dejounte, Poole, Poole, Zion, Trey, Looney. That would be my 5 offensively.
Dejounte, Poole, Zion, Trey, Looney.
Yeah. If we're talking just strictly offense, or
just
you can put in, I know we talked about this last year, like Karlo at the 5 would be offensively. That would be
all
fun.
right. So that's your starters. Give me your closers.
Closers.
2 minutes to go. We need some offense.
2 minutes to go. Okay. Give me Dejounte, Poole, Trey, Zion, Queen. Good luck getting a stop, but my best offensive 5.
We'll need a stop. We're gonna get buckets.
Yeah, give me Queen. Go Queen and Zion, or Queen and Trey, 5 and 4, and then Zion at the 3. Poole and Dejounte.
What you got, Chaz? Give me your starters and give me a closing lineup. Give me the lineup. You got you down. You down. It's 2 minutes left. You down 10. I need buckets. I ain't concerned about stops.
Right.
I like that you added that. I like that you added that context to it.
If it's a super NASCAR lineup, then I'm going with Poole, Zion, Trey, Poole, Looney, Poole, Zion, Trey, Looney, and then see that's where it gets tough, because I'm probably going with Karlo.
I was about to say that one.
Honestly, if it's up to me today, I'm starting Karlo at the 4. Period. Like I'm
starting Karlo at the 4, and
I'm starting Poole. My starting lineup is Poole, Zion, Trey, Karlo, Looney, and that would be my starting lineup. But to close, let's say if we in a dog fight, then it's gonna be Zion, Poole, Herb, Trey, and Loon Dog.
I like Looney. Chaz, I think this is an interesting comment, 504 boy, because I know why you're saying Karlo, but I want you to kind of address, because he thinks like, oh, Karlo's that good now where he can start.
Well, it's not necessarily about him. Shout out to 504 boy. Now, not that I necessarily think Karlo is that good. Like, do I think Karlo's a starting player? I think for his skill sets, Karlo fits a lot more in the starting unit than some of the other bigs on the roster. Also, considering that they've been saying that they want to run a 2 big lineup. If Karlo can give you about 38% from the corners this season and can rebound and kind of rim run, I don't mind starting them the first 5 or so minutes in a quarter, because I got Looney there to kind of cover up some of his deficiencies. I think you lose out on some of the same things starting Karlo. I just think the pros and cons are a little bit similar with a Karlo versus a Herb, or even with a different player versus a Herb, because you're still gonna need rebounding. You still gonna need someone to stretch the floor from the corner specifically. So I think Karlo checks more boxes than some of the other players in that regard.
And Chaz, something that Karlo doesn't, I think you might clip it up a couple times, but like he's not like this horrible rim protector. And like when I think of rim protector, I don't think this like shot blocker like a Rudy Gobert or something.
Yeah.
I think of a guy altering a shot, altering someone's shot. And I think Karlo's gotten better at that over the last couple of years. And Lito actually looked up a stat talking about just offensive like rating and being a top 10 offense in the league. So the 2 years that Zion played more than 65 games, they finished 12th and 11th and that in the league. And that is with Brandon Ingram, kind of co-starring it, not really having an identity and stuff like that. So I'm very interested to see if Zion can get to that 65, 70 game mark, where does this team rank offensively? Because you see, when he plays with or without Brandon or with or without, they're good offensively. So I'm interested to see if he can get to that benchmark where they end up at the end of the year.
So, okay, let's stay with Karlo. Because I feel like Karlo is an interesting prospect. Me, Chris, I think Chaz, Follw, we did a show and we was talking about players you wanted to see this season and not see the season, but whose growth you were interested in. And my answer was Karlo because of the variables that he brings to the floor. So my question to y'all is, right, let's just say 2 years from now, you got Misi, you got Karlo. Who, in your opinion, will have developed enough where you could say this is my guy going forward?
That's a good question.
This is a cop-out answer, but I think I view Karlo as a 4 versus Misi, who I think is more of a 5. Because I kind of view Karlo as like, all right, bro, you got 20 minutes. Go ahead, man, make them all count. Because if Karlo like misses first 2-3 shots, I'm like, all right, that's enough for the night. Whereas with Misi, I'm gonna let you play through the ebbs and flows. I think Karlo is more skilled than Misi currently. He's been playing a lot more basketball, but he's also significantly older. So go ahead.
Let me ask you this, Chaz. Who you think have more of a motor on the floor?
Oh,
You know what? I'm gonna say Misi.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Misi.
He doesn't stop.
His talent on the offensive boards, and Karlo never really plays a lot of minutes either. So it's easy for him to go 100% all the time because he's like, I'm only about to be out here 20 minutes anyway. But for Misi was starting. So he was doing what he was doing against some of the best bigs in the league,
Chaz, actually, I have a question for Chaz too, because you bring up an interesting point. If Karlo understood his role, right? Because there's never been a role carved out for Karlo over these last couple of years. If you just want Karlo, like, look, man, you're 12 to 15 minutes a night. Okay, I have high energy. If you got it going, we'll extend you to 18, 20 minutes. Yeah. But how do you think he would succeed, I guess, in that role where he's high energy, he's running, corner to corner, rim to rim, whatever it may be. And if he gets hot, like you've seen him get hot before, do you think he could excel in that role for this team?
Absolutely. I think he's one of the best athletes on the team, probably the top 2 athletic guy on the roster. The dude, again, the upside is there as far as him polishing his game. Like you say, like if I like Karlo, go out there and be Nick Howison, go out there and be Ryan Bull, go out there and be JaVale McGee. Like go out there, just run to the rim, throw your alleys, just be a menace, 15, 20 minutes, use all your fouls, and that's your role in the NBA. That's gonna keep you here. Like you never really want Karlo to be. Shout out to Jesse Davis. He made a great point. Like Karlo could be a 6'10" Jose. That's all you really want him to be. Right. Like, bro, like
just a difference maker, bro. Whether you a game or not, Yeah,
it's like some nights, like you got some guys that are regular season players, and then it's like, you gotta understand, Jordan Crawford, you don't play in the playoffs.
Right.
Like you play in the regular season, the game slowing down, players tired of playing. We just want to get the All-Star break. Put instant grits out there in the game. Let's see what he can do. Like that's kind of who Karlo's destiny. If you anything more than that, you won.
Chaz, one more question. Hold on, Justin, I'm coming to you. Chaz, one more question. We compare Misi to, well, I'm not gonna say us, but the comparisons are Clint Capella. who is Karlo's ceiling? What player can you?
Karlo?
Yeah.
God, it's tough.
Man, it's a couple guys I was thinking about. You know who I was thinking about? Maybe like a good Maxi Kleber or a good.
That's not a bad player.
Yeah,
It's
good
not a
Dwight
bad player.
Powell. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Maxi Kleber led that from 2015 to now. He led that. He has led that team in blocks.
I can believe that.
Really?
I can believe that.
Yeah.
Because you really just want him to be like the guy who, if he's on that night, let him play. If he not, go sit down.
Chaz, he kind of reminds me of like when Najee was first like getting his footing in the NBA. You know, like Najee, like he could start, he'd come off the bench, he'd give you a lot of energy. He can, get deflections, hit a three, get a big dunk. Like I feel like that Karlo could succeed in that role where he's like just high energy.
Let him be Jason Smith. If he's Jason Smith, you got more than your money's worth.
Yeah, Jason Smith's great, and Jason Smith couldn't really shoot a three.
Yeah,
Justin, same question. Who's your evaluator for it? I know. But we got to give the people what they want.
For Karlo, I'm just not good at this.
Okay, well, look, I'll tell you what. What part of Karlo's game right now translate best? Is it rim protection, rebounding, or
Chaz brought this up last year to my attention. I didn't realize that Karlo from the corner three, like was that high of percentage and that efficient. I mean, he might have tailed off there at the end of the year. I personally think that is the most important for Zion Williamson. If you can get a big that you can stick in the corner, and you got in a center or 4 or 5 has to go close out on that, and you have to make the decision: do I stop Zion or do I close out on Karlo in the corner? That gets the defense just off balance, and that's where I think you see a lot of breakdowns, right? Where Zion drives, can kick to a corner. And if Karlo, he can either shoot it if he's open. If not, he pump fakes. Now you're playing 5-on-4 downhill. And Karlo's athletic and decent enough to the rim where he can pump fake, put the ball on the floor and finish at the rim. That, like, you haven't seen that type of player around Zion. Like Derek Favors wasn't that. Steven Adams wasn't that. Jonas Valanciunas to an extent, like, really wasn't that.
I'm sorry, and I don't have the amount. Well, I do have the attempts, actually. It looks like the attempts from the right corner, he took 25 3-point attempts. He shot them at 38%.
Yeah.
From the center of the court, it looks like he shot, and someone, y'all see this, correct me, I'm on 3stepsbasket.com. From the center, it looks like he shot 30%, and from the left corner, he shot 32%. So if you get him in the right corner or have him just like, yo, all I need you to do is stand in the corner and shoot threes, brother. Go ahead, like, you know what I'm saying. Let's do that. Like, you know what I'm saying.
The top of the key worries me a little bit. I feel like
no, I'm sorry. Top of the key, my bad. It's 33% on 7 attempts. On the right, it's 38% on 8 attempts, and on the left, it's 28 attempts on 6. 28% on 6 attempts.
Dude, if Karlo could just hit, like, I know I'm asking for the moon here, but like 1 or 2 like trail threes from the top of the key when you're in transition, it just it changes.
Hey, 33% on 7 attempts.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's a smaller sample size, but like
very small sample size.
Do y'all think he's actually gonna? So it goes back to like fully healthy. I know they're not gonna be fully healthy going into the year, but you expect Karlo to play, like, if you say he's the forward, Chaz, do you think Karlo's gonna play over Queen?
Queen's not gonna be healthy. And I think Queen gonna have a lot of growing pains because I say that because, for one, you're gonna be behind the curve.
Yep.
For 2, you gotta get your sea legs under you. You know what I'm saying? For 3, like, he's still in the brace right now. Like, so then on top of that, by the time you come back, we might actually be playing for something. So we gotta find out a way to ease you back into the lineup, ease you back into the rotation. But I think when you're dealing with 2 or 3 bigs, 2 bigs, let's just say Misi and Karlo, who not necessarily known for being super disciplined defensively, there's gonna be situations where you're in foul trouble, you gotta throw Queen out there. It is gonna be different situations where you need to bring in maybe a designated hitter to see how things go. You're gonna give him a look. Queen is an older rookie, so and I think too. being real, the only other big you got on the roster is it Duncan Hutchison? So he's your fourth big.
I don't even know what that is. Son.
You talking about Hunter Dickinson?
Hunter Dickinson.
I still don't know who that is either.
Yeah, no
yes, you do, Lito. The dude that like played 9 years of college.
The Jayhawk. Shout out to him. No disrespect, but I'm just saying, no disrespect. But I'm just saying, like, man, dude ain't playing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
if he's playing,
you only got like 4 real bigs on the roster.
So look, check this out. Before we, because I got some questions I want to get to y'all, but before we move on, I want to give y'all. I was just doing some research on Karlo's draft comps. This is not me agreeing. I'm just reading them to y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think. The first one I think is absolutely wrong. Clint Capella, but they said the light version. Active rim runner, vertical spacer, energy rebounding big who thrives in the pick and roll.
Vertical spacer?
That's why I'm like, I don't know.
What?
I think Karlo is more skilled than Clint Capella.
Way more skilled.
Yeah, Clint Capella's in the league because of James Harden and Trey.
I don't know how they got that breakdown.
The vertical spacer thing kind of threw me off.
Ivica Zubac, strong frame, traditional 5 who can
Zubac like
for the Clippers.
Hey, bro, again,
is this a different Zubac? Like, are there 2 of them?
Man, Zubac like
Hogan. I don't know where he got these comps from.
I don't even want to hear the last comp.
The last comp gotta be somebody strange.
It's 3 more comps, guys. I gotta.
Is Serge Ibaka on the list?
No. But you know who? Okay. Daniel Gafford. Explosive live threat with shot blocking upside. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't mad at that one.
I can see that.
I ain't mad at that one.
I can see that. Based on Karlo as the prospect. I can see that.
Now the last one, they got Goga Batadze on here. And
I can't see that at all.
I don't understand what was happening when these comps was going on. Maybe that's why my man slid down the draft board.
Yeah, I can't see that at all. Not Goga.
But all right, so look, check this out, Justin. Last year, Jordan Poole averaged 20.5 points a game.
Yeah.
I got a 3-part question for you.
Damn.
How does his scoring translate to the Pelicans roster? Can Poole and Zion coexist offensively, or will there be spacing, ball domination issues?
He'll fit just fine. Pause. Zion and Poole together, in theory, should work. It depends on if Zion's going to set a bevy of ball screens, in my opinion. Because I think Jordan Poole plays well off the pick and roll. Jordan Poole can create. I also think he'll create more easy looks for Zion going downhill. But we've seen him now for 6 years. Like, Zion just doesn't want to screen people. He's not a very good screener. He's not very active offensively. He doesn't sprint up the screen. They're going to be able to play together because they're both very talented offensively. I personally think I'd rather see Zion. Like, I'm interested to see Poole play off ball with Zion and vice versa. Like, I know what Poole can do. What is Zion going to do with Jordan Poole, in y'all's opinion?
Off ball?
Yeah, because I don't want Zion in the short, the dunker spot or the corner. I want him and Poole in the same action together. High ball screens, angle screens, pin downs, you name it. Like, that's just something I just don't trust Willie's going to do.
I think.
Imagine a pin down. Yeah. Just imagine a pin down between Zion and Poole. That defender. Okay, if you go under, that's 3 for Poole. If you go over, you got to piggy it. Poole can curl, and then you're creating a 2-on-1 with Zion rim running with rolling to the rim. So, like,
I think like that. I think, and this is based on because when CJ got here, he was just CJ became fucking Roger Mason when he got here. Like, just catch and shoot, brother. But I think Jordan Poole is the most talented guard that Zion's ever played with. And I think the fact that Zion is only good for about 17, 18 shots a game, Zion, that's what you can bank on him. 16, 17. I think they'll fit seamlessly. Because I think, for one, they're already working together, building that chemistry. And I think the offense will be so basic. It's gonna be so basic and rudimentary that it's like, oh yeah, half-ass screen. They're gonna follow Zion no matter what. Like there's never gonna be 3 or 4 people not defending Zion. Once he attacks it. With the ball in his hands, there's never gonna be less than 3 or 4 people with their eyes locked on him or collapsing in the paint. And Jordan Poole and his skill set for his taking those deep threes, some of them may be ill-advised, but the ability to blow past defenders and collapse the defense himself, dump off the Zion, dump off the Misi, depending on if Herb's there, Herb's gonna be cutting. I think it'll work out because they're all quality athletes. There's a lot of quality athletes in this starting unit, and no one's really slow and methodical. It's a lot of fast pace. Like if we're gonna make a mistake, we're gonna make it fast and get the mistake over with. Like it's not gonna be a lot of like I'm holding the ball for 15 seconds, so I'm in the post. Like long as they ain't posting Zion up on the block 15, 20 times, I don't care what the offense is.
When you say slow and methodical, you're talking about Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum.
Well,
that's what I saw a lot of drama with CJ. Like CJ was at the tail end of his Pelicans career. There was just a lot of dribbling.
I think it's because he couldn't get by guys anymore.
Yeah,
he could get past defenders. Now Jordan Poole, I think he has an incredible handle. He can get past defenders, but he'll dribble as well. But I think aside from Brandon, because I think I did a breakdown last year. Brandon had the ball in his hands. Now Brandon wasn't the one bringing the ball up the court. CJ was the one bringing up the ball up the court a lot of times last year. Brandon had the ball in his hands, I think, about 6 seconds per possession. It was like 6 seconds. Like, that's a very long time with 24 seconds on the clock. Because when you think about, I got
24 seconds to start.
Right.
It's not 20. Yeah.
Like once the ball inbound, I'm at 23. I got 8 seconds to get the ball into the front court. So I just think there's a lot of things they can do to help themselves, like not posting Zion up, and he like, what do I do? And I just think there's a lot of things they can do to help themselves this season.
Okay, so with that being said, Justin, you agree with Chaz? Like they both can thrive. Jordan Poole. Okay, so let me ask y'all this: do you see Jordan Poole as a long-term piece, or is this a stopgap?
Man, that's a good question. I'm fine either way. I want to see Jordan Poole and Zion Williamson together, but like,
okay, let me add a caveat to that. Chaz said Jordan Poole was the most skilled guard Zion has ever played with. Taking into account Jordan Poole's skill set, taking into account his current age, taking into account his ability to play with or without the basketball, his IQ, and he's a champion.
Yeah, I want him to stay around. I gotta see what it looks like. I really do. From what I've seen, just like looks like a good dude. Works. He's in the gym every single day. Obviously had the run in with Draymond and stuff like that, but like I don't really care. He's a champion. I mean, you saw what he did in the finals a couple of years ago. Like he's a winner. I want winners on my team. He's a winner. I just gotta see how it looks. I think ask me through the first 30 games. I'll have an answer for you.
What you think, Chaz?
I think if they're bad this year, I think almost everybody's stopgap.
That's it.
If they're bad this year, this is it. Like the team is
for everybody.
Yeah, I think for everybody. But if they're good this year, they make the playoffs this year. I think he's a stopgap at point guard. And then you'll see fears ushered in, and then you'll see everyone kind of move over a bit. Because, again, ultimately, I don't know who's going to be starting at the 4. I don't. But I think ultimately you will see more of Trey Murphy in that Kevin Durant role. As far as like, all right, look, 6'10", 6'11", however tall he is, bro. I need you to start playing some 4 and 5. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be one of the larger players on the court most of the time. Like, your skill set is super dynamic. You're super athletic. I think if this team is good this year, I think the eventual starting unit will be Fears, Poole, Zion, Trey, and a center. That's what I think it's going to be. Well, shit, might be Queen. It might be Queen.
Lito, can I ask you a question?
For sure.
I said this is the best guard Zion's ever played with, not counting Steph Curry. Is this Jordan Poole's? I guess.
Absolutely.
Would you
I thought
say
that Zion played with Steph?
Absolutely.
No. I was going to say, would you say that this would be
Absolutely.
Jordan Poole?
Hands down, absolutely. Like, there's only one Zion, so
right. Like, that's what I'm interested in. It's like what does Jordan Poole look like with a superior talent in Zion? Obviously, you saw him stuff, but
me and Chris did a show. We used, I think it was the 21-22 season for Jordan Poole when he was still on Golden State. I think that was the year they won the ring.
Yeah,
and I was telling people, I mean, I got pushback for this, but for me, he was the second best player on that team for me.
Oh, undoubtedly, yeah.
I know a lot of people say Wiggins, and I understand why, because he did a variety of things. He obviously was a defensive stopper during that point. But for me, like, Poole was making clutch shots. Like, he had a heavy, load on offense. So, anyways, the show we did, I was like, look at who. He was on the floor. No disrespect to Steph, but Steph wasn't on the floor for a lot of these possessions where Poole was running the offense, right? You put him on the floor with Trey, Zion, insert whatever other player you got there. Think about how many easy shots or open looks Jordan Poole is going to get.
That's what I agree with that. And then, like, currently today, I think we talked about this, like, whatever it was a couple weeks ago. Like, currently today, Poole's a better player, in my opinion, than CJ.
I think for me also, it's like what I'm asking Poole to do versus like CJ. Because we learned really quickly that CJ can't run the point. Like, that's not who CJ is at this stage. And then CJ used the last of his sensu bean, man, as an on-ball guard when he first got to the Pelicans. Because after that, CJ was strictly catch and shoot or pull up. Like, he give you 50. Like, you know what I'm saying? You sleep on him if you want to. Dude go off, you know what I'm saying? But I think the age started to show, but credit to CJ for being able to adjust his game. But I think I agree. Like, there's a talent and a skill that comes with being able to play with other high level talent. Like, even shout out to Dejounte. I ain't never really, I guess Trey Young would be the only like high level talent he ever really played next to a lot. And that's like, that was like kind of an ill odd couple type thing. So we didn't really get a chance to evaluate Dejounte while he was here with Zion, because they rarely played together. But yeah, I think because you got Trey on the floor, who's a threat everyone's gonna keep their eyes on. Zion, you already know. You got Looney screening. That's why, man, I just wish they would have added. I really wish they would have added John Collins at the 4, bro. It would have just been crazy with Collins. Because, Lito, you had brought this up last year. This motherfucking Collins shooting like 40-something% from behind the arc at one point last season. So you got Collins who can rebound, dunk, like defend the rim and shoot. You got Poole, you got Trey, you got Zion downhill. It would have just been, incredible. But yet and still, I think Poole sharing the court with a guy like Clay who didn't necessarily want him there. Sharing the court with, Steph, who's just trying to Steph. I think Poole is showing his ability to stay on the court and play with high level guys.
I totally agree with you, Chaz.
What you laughing at?
Lita, well, Lala today presented that you wanted to have like this Crystal Hot Sauce hot take graphic, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to like step on your toes or anything, but I think from 2 to 30 saying that CJ can that Jordan Poole could easily average 10 plus assists as the third option on this team.
Hold on.
I that Jordan Poole's career high in assists in a year is 4.5. To make that jump from 4.5 to 10 would be kind of crazy. But
Hey, let him cook. Tuna, cook, bro. We need all the positivity we can
Hey,
get.
I will say this. I'll say this, Tuna, shout out to you, but he's going to be surrounded by talent.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that, but I do think it's going to be north of 6.
I think you get the 6.
Ooh.
Yeah.
With this roster as a number 1.
See, we need the sound with the.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. See, you see the vision.
But, yeah, we had. We had. This is all we had.
Let me see. Hold
up.
My
bad, Chaz. Go ahead, bro.
I think it ain't hard to get 6 assists. It really ain't. Like, you can get 6 assists in the first quarter, bro. Like if you Jordan Poole, you blowing past defenders, dump offs here, dump offs there, collapsing defense, kick out to Trey Murphy. You can do it, but it's just a difference between I got 6 assists in the first quarter of this game and the next and averaging 10 assists. Because that's like you probably don't really even shoot that much if you average 10 assists. Shout out to Kyle, man. Glad you made it back, brother.
What's up, Kyle?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a little lofty. I'll give him 6. Lead on.
You get 6. Cool. So you get 6 assists from Jordan Poole. Zion chips in another 5 or 6. That's 12 right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Dejounte could come back. So I don't know. I mean, like, assists are hard.
We ain't gonna see Dejounte. I just don't know.
I'm skeptical. Seeing him in November, late December, sure. Like, he's working his ass off to get back on the court. But once again, man, you don't want to mess with Achilles. You just don't.
Hey, let me ask y'all this. With that being said, Justin, I'm glad to let's talk about that. Does not having Dejounte in the beginning of the season hurt the Pelicans' outlook for the season?
Yeah, I mean, Dejounte's a good player. Like, yeah. Like, he's a good basketball player. I would love for him to play for the Pelicans, but I think it's going to hurt them for sure, because he's just he's been in the league now for how long now? 8 years?
Mm-hmm.
Long time.
Yeah. I mean, he's a veteran of this team. And like, when you lose him and obviously the point guard, I think he's a vocal leader. Like, yeah, this team's definitely going to miss him. Now, should that affect their win-loss record if Zion, Trey, Herb are available? Maybe, but you live and die with Zion.
I'm going to say I think if Dejounte was playing, I think it would hurt Zion more.
I agree.
Because I don't really want Dejounte, Jordan, and Zion starting. You're talking about 3 really heavy on-ball players. I think that's when the hierarchy get weird. Because Dejounte, of course, he's like a willing passer. He rebounds. He's like a do-it-all type guard you would love to have if he was a lower usage type player. But still, like Jordan Poole, I don't want you to be a catch-and-shoot guy. I want you to break down defenders, get to the rim, and do your thing. Zion, we already know you're an on-ball, top of the key, going downhill type guy. Like, this is who he is. So I don't really know where Dejounte fits in that trio, but I would prefer to have him than not have him. I'll tell you that.
To be honest with you, Chaz, like, I would love to see. I mean, I know I'd love to see Dejounte off the bench, run a second unit.
I don't think I have no choice.
No, like I think that's gonna, and like we've talked about this, like I think that's what's gonna have to be when he does come back. Like I think you mentioned it a couple times. Like, if the Pelicans are hovering around 500, maybe a couple games over 500, whatever it may be, like, I wouldn't want to mess that up. Like, you're gonna have to come off the bench. Now, if they're shitless, back to your point, what's the point of bringing them back anyway?
At all, yeah. What's the point of coming back whatsoever?
So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. But like, I personally think Dejounte can thrive coming off the bench in hopefully mid-December, and giving that second unit a boost. And then who knows, if he's playing well, like maybe he can close. If not, like, you go with the other group. But like, I do think it's interesting. That's an interesting tidbit we haven't really talked about, of Dejounte Murray coming off the bench and keeping like your starting 5 of Poole, Herb, Trey, Zion, and said center.
Hey, let me ask y'all this, because we didn't really get a chance to talk about him. Do y'all think that and this question is kind of tongue in cheek, but because of health, I kind of gotta ask: is Trey ready to be the number 2?
I think so.
100%.
I think so. I think because this to me says more about the surrounding team versus that's like right now people ask, is Jaylen Brown ready to be the number 1? Like, well, you ain't got
got a choice.
You better me. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the Pelicans with Trey, like you could be number 3, you know, in theory, if you got Zion and Jordan Poole. But I think since the goal is just the playoffs, it's got to make the playoffs. This is a successful season. Since the goal is the playoffs, yeah, I think absolutely so, man. One thing I was kind of thinking about, I don't want to derail the topic.
Yeah, you good.
Thing about
you shit to talk about.
So we saw Jose get hurt again.
Oh yeah,
shout out to Jose, man. I've heard that you know, it's not a dire situation. And that's what I've heard. I've heard that it's okay. He's okay. And probably most of it was just precautionary. But it's like, man, you know, again, this is one of those things where if you look at the injury, it was like, I don't know what happened here.
I was confused.
Yeah, I was confused.
Did they ever come out with an actual? It looked like, I mean, obviously he landed pretty hard on his tailbone. I don't know if he got whiplash with the neck, but like the initial report was lower back and neck area.
I think because at this point I've seen Jose be gone on screens, on ankles. There's on a lot of things. That's why, to me, going into the season, I was saying as far as skill sets, like being on ball, Dejounte is the player you can afford to lose. And this just because you got so many guys that need to be on ball to be at their best. I think the backup point guard position, including Jose's shooting, is something that you still desperately need to address going into camp and going into the season, because Jose ain't very dependable, man. And he really gonna be a catch. Honestly, Jose gonna be a catch and shoot guy on that second unit. They're gonna stagger the lineup. Say Jose gonna be a catch and shoot guy mostly, and he just not that reliable. Go ahead, Lil.
Hold on, no, because let me tell you how good you are. That is literally the next segment.
Look at that.
Don't even trip. Nah, you good, man. We're gonna take this commercial. Hold on, before we take this commercial, Justin, say something good about Willie Green coaching. Just say anything. Just lie. I'm trying to see if this thing works. Go ahead.
He's a great X's and O's coach.
He lied. Y'all niggas worship him.
He did lie.
He lied.
Soundboard.
Look how excited. That's the most excited Lito's been.
Oh, they fucked up now.
You're in trouble now, buddy. I'll tell you what. Company Burger is the official burger of Pro Pels Talk and Boot Crew Media. Located at 4600 Ferret Street, Company Burger has been locally owned and operated for 11 years. Grind the meat, bake the buns, make the mayo, get the homemade tots. Company Burger uses Creekstone Farms prime beef to create the best burger in the city with milkshakes to go and a full bar. Company Burger is open every day besides Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Can't make it out? No worries, we have you covered. You can order online right now at thecompanyburger.com or check them out on the Toast or Uber Eats app. Company Burger, the official burger of Boot Crew Media.
Hey man, I had Company Burger the other day. Yeah, it was. I ain't even gonna talk about you. I had Company Burger the other day, man, and let me just tell y'all right now on Uber Eats, bro, they got this buy a burger, get a burger. Listen, man, elite. I paid like $30 for a burger. I got 2 orders of fries. Like my daughter wants some earring. It was crazy, man. Shout out to Company Burger, man. It was delicious.
Company Burger.
Company Burger, Taz. Shout out Taz.
Taz, man. Yeah, that's. Hey, shout out to Taz, man. I got my Taz shorts and my shirts and man. As soon as I feel better, I'm going running. I'm gonna let you know.
I saw you were hooping the other day though, huh?
I I was uptown, bro. I told you I felt like shit, but I said I had to
I ain't gonna lie,
pass the
boy.
court.
You go to Company Burger and Taz, you going to Neiman Marcus next, so you was rich. You was rich.
Speaking of expensive, the movies today. What they're charging at a concession stand, it's gotta stop.
Concession stand. Oh, you can see you got kids. So it's different. Oh,
yeah, like
you know what concession stands do anymore.
Yeah, it was. I'm disappointed.
I'll
tell you
$10.
I'm disappointed. But yeah,
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, you're right, Chad. I had to bring the kid. Bring the kid. Get the candy,
bucket of popcorn.
Get the bunch of. What's your go-to? This is actually. What's your go-to candy movie snack? Because I'm a big Snow Caps guy, and I get a lot of grief for that.
Lemonheads.
Lemonheads.
But you got to get them in the box so they don't make all that noise.
Got it. Yeah. I'm not a movie candy guy. I need the nachos with the chili.
You get the nachos and chili cheese at the movies?
Yeah. Nachos be fire at the movie.
See, people hate on Snow Caps, and I just don't like. It gets Snow
I
Caps.
I went to Weapons the other day. Weapons was cold.
Bro, I've been waiting to see that.
That shit cold. I ain't gonna lie.
I've been waiting to see that, man. I gotta shout out to I was telling Justin about this shit. I got a super box.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I gotta try this out.
Everything is on.
Unbelievable.
Literally everything is on.
Oh yeah. Hey.
So I'm probably gonna watch Weapons tonight, man. Yeah, but let me ask you shout out to I forgot who asked the question, man, about Jose. Per Jose, he is fine. So shout out to Jose. He said he was good. But Chaz, literally just talked about what I want to talk about. I wanted to know that the Pelicans have enough competent guard play coming from the bench.
Justin, go ahead.
That's my answer. They don't. We've been talking about this for years. We've been having the same conversation for years. Yeah. That's what struggles with the second. I was looking up, and I'm glad Jose's okay, because that was a scary situation. But Jose's played 56. He's played 54, 61, 56, 56. So he's have to get to 65 games in a year. Obviously going to year 5. I mean, look, he plays so hard, and he's just so much energy coming off the bench. But he's been asked to start. He's been asked to do a lot of different things. But
sit down.
So like Chaz, you bring up a very fair point. Just say, and I hope this doesn't happen, but just say Jose goes down for a couple weeks in the season. Who's your backup point guard? Seriously, who is running your second unit?
You got Jay Fizz in the building.
But you better be able to live with fucking 6 turnovers a night and do all this other shit.
Hold on. Before you answer that, I want to know: can we depend on him though? Because I know one person we could depend on. Hold on.
Hey, you dropped your wallet. And this just in, attorney Scott Vicknair was seen chasing an ambulance. Wow.
For real?
But that's David Vicknair, not Scott.
I'm still confused.
Ambulance chaser?
Hey, you dropped your mom?
My wallet. Oh, thanks, Dave.
You've gotten good.
That is incredible. That was incredible.
My dog fight for the win, man. My dog fight for the win. Go ahead, Chad. Appreciate y'all.
I think you can get by without Jose as the backup point because I think those duties are going to be someone else's. Right? I don't think Jose going to really be. I think Jose going to be a spot up shooting type of guy. Like in that second unit, I think Jose go ahead and shoot 6 threes a night. Go ahead, I think that's just what he's going to do. I think Jordan Poole, it's going to be staggered lineups with Poole, maybe Herb running off. It's just a little bit Zion, etc. But I just think that second unit is too small. Because who you really got? I'm just talking about in the back, like the playmakers, the quote unquote skill positions, right?
Hawkins.
Hawkins.
No, you asked like who's in that role?
Who you got? Hawkins.
Hawkins, Jose.
Hawkins, like what? a buck 05.
Hawkins, Jose, Sadiq Bey.
Sadiq Bey is probably the larger wing player. That's not an extremely confident.
Karlo, I would like to an extent.
See,
Queen.
I'm just talking about the straight up backcourt players up into
just backcourt.
Forward. So
Yes.
that's why I hope they do something to get Russell Westbrook in this building, man. Do something to get.
Is he on the team? He still ain't on the team.
Nah, he gainfully unemployed.
So one of my buddies, it's funny. Like I would love to have Russell Westbrook on this team. One of my buddies is literally one of his personal trainers, and he's like, I will never go to New Orleans. Like he has said that. But if you want a spot, you want to make some money, you still want to hoop.
Hey,
got a spot for you.
I've heard people say worse.
Who on this team? Who is there a guard? I guess. Besides, my bad, Chad. I didn't cut you off.
You good. Go ahead.
Nah. So is there any? Like, who can create a shot coming off the bench? Who can create a shot? That's what I need to know.
Ooh, boy, that's a great question.
Derek Queen. Derek Queen's I'm telling you, Derek Queen's your best playmaker off the bench.
And he ain't even be playing. I think that's why I think you gotta go find somebody, dog. You gotta at least find somebody that can manipulate the offense and make something out of nothing. Like, that's why I almost would rather Fears, because at least Fears is gonna be kind of reckless to where, like, all right.
But hey, what about a
line? He might get some. Go ahead.
My bad, Chaz. I'm sorry. No, because it's like control chaos. Like Fears is like control chaos. Like, hey, you got to live with your 4 turnovers, but he'll get you 10 points and maybe on a run. Like, I agree with it.
I mean, no, go ahead.
No, I'm just because I'm really thinking about it. I'm like, even if you brought in Malcolm Brogdon, who I'm a fan of, it's like, all right, there's going to be a start. I think that's why I think there's going to be a starter on the floor at almost all times. Like with the Pelicans, there's going to be a starter somewhere on the floor at almost all times with the Pelicans, because I just don't think you can afford to have Zion, Poole, and Trey all off the floor at once.
No.
So I think
you're absolutely right. But because I was thinking about it, Chaz, when you were talking about it, like, what if you're like, let's put Herb Jones the 1 for a couple minutes, for like 4 or 5 minutes, and like, end of first, beginning of the second. I'm like, okay, who am I going to surround Herb with? Sadiq Bey, Jordan Hawkins, Derek Queen when he's like Karlo, like that's you got to get a scorer in that second unit.
I do think it's very interesting that for a player going into their third year, lottery pick going into their third year, that Jordan Hawkins has been this quiet in the offseason, like news surrounding him, expectations. Even when you look at Joe Dumars and Troy, they never mentioned Jordan Hawkins, and he's a DMV guy. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like, hey, no news is good news. Like for them, maybe it's one of those things, but it's like you just, and even him, like I didn't see.
What if Hawkins gives you something off the bench this year, Chaz? What if? I know we've talked, like, what if he gives you just career numbers? Because I mean, look, setting career numbers for him would be like some like incredible benchmark. I'm just saying, what if he can shoot 37% from deep this year?
I hope he can. Personally, okay. I think the writing is on the wall for him just based on the money. Because it's like, I ain't paying you $7 million. If it was my money, I had all the money in the world. Sure, I look out for you, Jordan. I'm just a nice guy. But in reality, it's like nah. It just nah. Like it ain't. I just need you to play yourself to. Not Jordan Hawkins is fighting to stay in the NBA. Like that's what we are. Like Antonio Reeves is working for Lemonheads, like and Snowcaps. Like some of these guys.
Snowcaps. What if Willie goes to like a Tom Thibodeau? I know you can't do it with Zion, but what if he's like, fuck it, I'm playing 8 guys a night.
I'm with
it. It is what it is. Like you play Zion like around 35, but everyone else is going like 38, 39 minutes. Zion's like down 30, to 31.
Play Zion like 33.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you're gonna have to put like Trey and Herb and Poole are gonna have to average 35 to 36 minutes a night every single night.
Sound good?
Sadiq Bey chips in there. You
shout out to Sadiq Bey. Yeah. Matter of fact,
I really think you can go 8 or 9 guys, man. Just say fuck it. Like
I'm glad you said that. I wanted to do an exercise about the bench. I'm just gonna name guys on the bench. You got Trey Alexander, Jose, Sadiq Bey, Hunter Dickinson, Jeremiah Fears,
A PV.
Jordan
Oh yeah, my
Hawkins,
dog Micah Peavy.
Karlo, Bryce McGowens, Micah Peavy, Queen, and Springer.
I think quite a few of them dudes is gonna be working with me this regular season. And like I think we're gonna be working because I think some of them gonna be camp invites. Like that's why so much of how this roster is constructed with David Griffin overpaying certain guys don't make a lot of sense. I think this is going to be a very tough training camp with Springer, McDaniels, but I don't think those guys have a very high chance of making the roster at all. I think Peavy, like Justin just said, that's a guy who he showed a propensity. He's another older player. Could show the propensity to kind of score in college when he had to take on a larger load when Sorber was out.
Yeah,
I think Peavy gonna get a look.
Yeah, he has to. Fuck, you have to. Now you let go of Reeves.
Yeah. I didn't see nothing that really impressed me with Trey Alexander. McGowan is like, who knows?
Yeah, I think Peavy gets. It's funny you say that, Chaz. Like, I think Peavy gets a shot, and if Peavy outplays Hawkins in preseason into the preseason games, like I'm interested to see if he jumps Hawkins.
And then you look at the Trey Alexander, those guys like, Hawkins. I honestly, and I don't have no evidence of this. I think they tried to trade Jordan Hawkins this offseason.
Yeah, for sure.
For you to bring Antonio Reeves back and you to be signing all these shoot-only type guys that play the exact same position as Jordan Hawkins with already a crowded perimeter, I think they tried to move on from Jordan Hawkins. I just don't think nothing was out there really, or nothing worthwhile.
I'm gonna get us in one more little commercial break. Then I got some hot takes, man. And we could kind of get to some chat questions, get y'all out there, man.
For sure.
Was that second game we got our ass kicked, or the second half we just got our ass totally kicked. We couldn't do diddly poo offensively. We couldn't make a first down. We couldn't run the ball. We didn't try to run the ball. We couldn't complete a pass. We sucked. The second half we sucked. We couldn't stop the run. Every time they got the ball, they went down and got points. We got our ass totally kicked in the second half. That's what it boiled down to. It was
2025 is still the same story.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset with you. I mean, surprised you don't lead off the show with LSU.
I'm not an LSU fan, Justin.
Oh, I know you trust me. I know. I was just
sure. I'm happy for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that the home team. My problem with LSU was when I was coming up, LSU ain't recruit logo. I just never forgave him for that.
Who's that?
Huh? When I was in high school, like bro, they wasn't.
So it's less. I mean, yeah, it's Les Miles' fault.
They wasn't even looking.
I thought it was maybe Saban, but
no. It was, to be honest, the only person I had respect for was Skip Burton. Skip
was a man.
Skip would pull up. You know what I'm saying? I am, since we here, I'm a University of Miami fan, bro. I don't know if you see the Miami in the background. You know what I'm saying? It's a convict versus the Catholics tonight, actually, and I'm potting with y'all. So,
yeah, I tend to just go against anybody who, I'm just with anybody who against LSU. Like I just don't like LSU. But I just never did funny. For some reason. I think that a lot of people I didn't like went to LSU. Maybe that's what it is. It's like fuck that whole building. But I like Ohio State. I think the Saints do best when they draft from Ohio State. Mike Thomas, Lattimore. I think Von Bell went there. Ohio State, cold-blooded. Malcolm Jenkins, I think, cold-blooded.
Did Pete Warner go to Ohio State?
Did Pete Warner? I hope not. Sully our reputation.
I don't think he did.
Man, look, the thing is, I got a bunch of homies that went to LSU.
Oh, Olave. Yeah,
Olave.
Yeah. Damn, Ohio State cold.
Play basketball, play football. You know what I'm saying? I just was never LSU.
That's okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
okay.
I got some over unders for y'all, man. I need, before we get to these hot takes, I got a couple over unders, and I might got my soundboard working. So
soundboard now.
Yeah. Sure. We might be in, man. We might be in. All right, Justin.
Yeah.
Jordan Poole over under 21 points a game this season.
Oh, I like it. Over.
Yeah.
What was that? What
Hey,
was that sound?
Little explosion. That's all.
That was like dropping bombs.
You know what I'm saying? That's the closest thing I find out. You know what? I need a flex bomb. Chaz, Trey Murphy, over under 250 made 3-pointers this season.
I'm gonna take the over.
Yeah. All right. Justin, we kind of talked about this during the first segment.
Can't take it seriously.
But you know, I need to bring this up. Pelicans offensive ranking over under 20.5 offensive ranking this season. Shout out to the good people at FanDuel.
Would under be like 19, 18, 17?
Yeah.
Under. I'm telling you, I think they're going to be good offensively this year. I have no idea how many wins they have. I really don't. They're going to be good offensively this year.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Off of pure talent, that is.
So nothing changing. All right. Chaz, over under. Jeremiah Fears, over 4 assists a game as a rookie.
Take the under.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's get to these hot takes, man. Let's get to these hot takes. Shout out to Lala, man. I had a dream. It was like 12 o'clock at night. I texted Lala. I said, man, can you make me a All right, Justin. Zion will lead the league in points in a paint again and be an MVP candidate if he plays 65 games.
Is this true or false?
This is yes. Are you buying or are you selling?
Buy, sell. I'm buying it. I'm sick in the head. I'm buying it.
Yeah. Let's go. Chaz, what you think?
I'm buying it. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
You give me 65 and he's efficient. Yeah.
All right. Chaz, Jordan Poole will thrive as the lead guard and could be the team's number 1 scorer over Zion. You buying or you selling?
I'm buying it.
Wow.
Hold on.
I think he'll take the most shots.
Man, let's drop a bomb. Hold on. Let's put a gunshot up there.
Over Trey.
I think Jordan Poole gonna take the most shots.
Let me ask this: if Jordan Poole ends up taking the most shots, do you think Trey gets pissed off?
No, I don't think so.
You heard it here first.
I think also it's like whatever money you lost, it's gone now. Like they really messed up your money years ago. So now it's all about winning. It's all about sacrifice.
It's fair.
All right. Justin, I take it you agree. I mean, disagree with that.
I agree with Chaz in the sense that I think he actually does lead the team in shots. Field goal attempts this year.
Because let's see, what Brandon averaged about 19, right? So let's say Zion kicks it up to 17. Let's say Trey is at about 18. And Poole, his average is usually around 15, 16 in limited minutes. But let's say this year he's going to be playing 30 plus minutes. So I think he's going to kick it up to about 19, 20 shots a game. Because he's going to take 2-3 wild
and he's going to
shots.
he's going to have the ball.
Yeah, he's going to have the control.
More than to start the season. Yeah.
So Justin asked a fair question over Trey. So Justin, let me ask you this. Hot take. You buying or selling this? Trey Murphy will be the Pelicans' most valuable player by the end of the season. Talk to me.
It's a great question. I'm going to have to sell it only because Zion Williamson is automatically the most important player on the team. And if we want to have a successful leader, I love Trey Murphy. Big Trey Murphy fan. I just think that in order for us to be successful, Zion has to be the most important player on the team. Y'all tell me, follow the money all the time. Follow the money. Motherfucker, he makes the most money on the team. He's got the most to prove. I know what Trey Murphy can do. Trey Murphy's proved it over time and time again. It's what this is all about. Zion, can you do this? If not, it's time. It's over. Like, I gotta see, can Zion do this? So if Trey Murphy is the most important player on this team at the end of the year, when we're having this conversation, it's gonna be an epic failure, because that means Zion Williamson's done.
Lito, it's funny because I'm a little conflicted, only because, of course, Jason Tatum is arguably the best player on the Celtics, like the most talented, right?
Right.
But some would say Derek White is the most important because he's like the X factor type.
Well,
player.
then that's Herb Jones, hands down.
But see, that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know, because I think Zion could be the best player, but I think with Trey Murphy having crazy nights like he's had, Trey Murphy might hit 10 threes, and there's just no way to prepare for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I don't really know.
But Chess, why can't Zion be the most important player? You say best player. Like, I've seen Zion play defense. Like, I know he can do this. Like,
right.
He's got to be the most. Like, I know, and that, like, you're not wrong at all. I just like, I gotta see this.
I know what you're saying. To me, Zion is like, when he plays, of course, it's like the juggernaut. The way it's like, I do this one thing, I'm consistent with it. This is what it's going to be: 28, 26, 28, 26, 35, 20. It's going to be a consistent, this efficient, like hard labor, right? But with Trey, it's like he might get 25 one night. One night, motherfucker might have 40. One hit 42. Like, it's very interesting. The good thing is we have players to be excited about for its talent.
I agree, man. Like, I completely agree with you, Chaz. Like, when you look at the roster, like, there are a lot of like exciting players to watch this year. I know a lot of people are down on it, and we talk about the trade picks and everything like that, but like, just currently, forget about the trade, forget about the future. Just think about, focus on this year. If you look at the roster, you're gonna have to ask yourself, when healthy, will this team be fun to watch? Yeah. Your answer is yes.
I agree, man. I'm kind of looking forward to this season. I wasn't looking forward to last season at all.
Yeah, I'm so glad Brandon Ingram's off this team, guy. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm so glad he's off this team. I'm so fucking glad. It was miserable watching that.
Justin,
what?
Hot take: Jeremiah Fears will start more games than he comes off the bench by January.
Oh, that means something went terrible. Or he cold. He just cold.
You know what I'm saying?
No. I personally think Jeremiah Fears is going to spend a bunch of time in Birmingham, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But if injuries strike this team, I don't need to see certain people off the bench for 30. Like, if we're in the shitter and it's a 15-20 win season again, he needs to be playing starting in January, and just say, fuck the G League. I know we don't have we'll have to figure out how to get back in the first round, but Jeremiah Fears, here you go. Here's the future. Jeremiah and Queen. Everyone else, we're either on the trade block or you're benched.
I'm glad you said that.
Because there needs to be a deadline for this season. There needs to be like, look, if we are if we're 15, 20 games under 500 by the All-Star break or whatever it is, 10, 15, pack it up. It's been fun. Let's see what we can get. Fears, Queen, future's here.
This dude is good. Chaz.
That's enough.
No, let me tell you why, Chaz. Because literally, this is a hot take for you. If the Pelicans stumble early, will Joe blow this roster up before the All-Star break? Is that an overreaction?
I'm gonna say no. And the only reason I'm gonna say no is because
it's dangerous.
You can't give up a top 10 pick. Like, then now it's like, all right, this pick got to be at least 15. Like, we can't.
But how much is Zion, Trey? I guess you can't trade Herb, right?
And to me, like, Trey is more of an off-season trade. Like, so because you're trying to get the Mikal Bridges return. Herb, another off-season type trade. Because now I can figure out who's in the draft and where.
Fair.
And then I can go from there and go with the best package. Whereas, like, if we looking like we about to be a top 5 lotto pick, I ain't about to give that pick up to Atlanta and look even crazier. Like we're gonna have to fight and claw to make this pick fucking pick 12 or something. Right. Like I ain't giving up no top 5. You know, that's just like
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that's why the play-in is like you gotta still make the playoffs.
That's fair, Chaz. If there is an opportunity, you bring a good point with playing, but just say you're with Utah, you're 14, 15, and you make a good point though about the pick. But like, say there's an opportunity where like you can get back in the first round, for you gotta give up a Zion, or you gotta give up a Trey, you gotta give up a Herb, whatever it may be. Would you do it?
Wait, say that. Phrase it to me one more time.
It wasn't you, Justin. I'm laughing at it. It was a crazy pause.
Oh, in the thing. Oh yeah, I think I had something.
I didn't see it. No, I was just saying, like, say you're down with Utah and
Right.
a team that wants to make a move into the playoffs, championship aspirations. They go all out for, just say, a Trey Murphy. They go all out for a Zion Williamson. Would you do that trade then, or you're still waiting to the offseason?
I would have to evaluate it, because if they got somebody else's picks, I don't want your picks, and you're a championship caliber fucking team.
Right.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So now it would make more sense for me to wait to the offseason.
Just like how it made more sense to wait for the NBA Finals to make that trade.
Yeah,
with the
wait for the
Pacers.
finals to be over.
That was
Got about
crazy.
1 or 2 more games.
I ain't never seen that like that before.
Yeah,
Just wait a game. Like,
I ain't never seen it like that.
like you literally got 2 days in between making this decision, and this decision could change. Then it just kept getting worse. But see, the only good thing from that, the only fucking bail that they got is that the Pacers are in the East. They still got Siakam and all the other guys, and Turner went to the Bucks, who you need to be good this season. So they kind of got stalled out. But it was like, God damn, yo, crazy.
Joe Palms was sweating. His palms was itching.
Oh yeah, he couldn't wait to see.
Before we get to this last hot take, I just want to say shout out. It's 672 people in here. Shout out to everybody on Twitter who flowing with us, who vibing with us. Shout out to the people on YouTube. We appreciate y'all tapping in. Like, subscribe, hit the comments. People on Twitter, let me just say this. We don't really have it this show, but let's just say next show, we'll drop a link. Y'all get to talk, but you got to go over to YouTube. You can't stay on Twitter and do it. You got to go over to YouTube. So we appreciate y'all pulling up. This last hot take is for both of y'all before we get to some chat questions and get out of here. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Hot take: Trey Murphy, Jeremiah Fears, Derek Queen are the future of the Pelicans.
No. I think
Trey's gone.
I think Trey Murphy gone also. I think Trey Murphy gone.
If that's the case, right? Like, Trey's not going to be here for a rebuild. It's a rebuild. It is what it is. Like Queen, like if Queen Fears your two best players or whatever going next year, like Trey's like, no.
Yeah.
Like, this time.
Then you talking about like Fears too. He gonna play in the most difficult position. It'll take him a couple years. So I think if shit go bad this year, God forbid, you talking about 3-4 years of tanking to get the best players in the building and going from there.
That's tough. That's very sad. That's a very sad thought.
That's why I'm putting all the expectations on the players this year, because I believe in y'all. Let's do it.
All right, man. Let's get to these chat questions, man. Michael Morgan, like red beans on a Monday, like he just consistent. Supposed to show up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rob. Rob said he need Poole and Trey taking 15 threes a game. Now, is this combined, Rob? Because
I think it wants 30. I think it wants 30 combined, but I hope Rob's thinking like 15 to 17 a night should be their goal.
I think they could get to about 17, 18.
Because that means that they'll actually show me that they're actually trying to get up 43s a night. Those two guys get them up. Pause. Herb's got to get up 4 or 5. Jose's going to have to get 4 or 5. Hawkins. Yeah. Shit. That number might have to go up to 20, to be honest with you, Chaz.
I think that's why I don't think this roster's done. Also, wait a minute, too. Hey, my brother Herb, you got paid, brother. So I need about 6
I said about
attempts.
4. I said about 4 or 5 for her.
Need about 6. Need about 6, 7. Because
Hey.
what else I'm asking you to do offensively? You know, shoot that motherfucker.
I don't know if
that's
Justin was here for that
Willie's
show.
fault.
I don't know if Justin was here for that show. Justin, were you here for the show where we were talking about Herb? No, I think it was me. It was me, 5, and Chaz. Justin, give me Herb Jones's points per game next season.
Sorry, my headphones slipped out. What'd you say?
Herb Jones points per game next season. What is his points per game?
That's a good question. He's probably what, your 4th option.
Okay, let me rephrase it. I think Chaz, if I'm the Chaz, tell me if I'm wrong. I think you and 5
He's gotta get to 12. He's gotta get up to 12.
Okay, see, that's different. That's what I was thinking. But I think Chad, if I'm not mistaken, I think 5 and Chad said 16.
I said he got an average with Josh Hart average, and I think he needs to be Josh Hart. So Josh Hart average 13, 9, and 6. I'm gonna just say give me 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. That's all I need. 14, 5, and 3.
I go 14.
You
How does
think
he
get 5 and go ahead?
Rebounds?
Yeah. What was this? I mean, what was the rebounds you said?
14, 5, and 3. 5 rebounds.
5.
If he can't give me 5 rebounds, now I got a problem. Because
No, I think but I think the thing last time, I think maybe it was 5. I think 5 was like 15, like 8 in
5 one of them close to the Derek White. And me, I'm just like, give me Josh Hart type numbers offensively.
Gotta be able to get 5 rebounds. Yeah. 14, 5, and 3 is fine. That's fair.
To me, it's super reasonable.
He can get there. He's
you
think with Poole
career highs 11 points a night.
The Poole, Zion, Trey, whoever else needs to shoot the basketball on the floor, you think Herb can get 14?
But this is where the second unit comes into play because I think Herb Jones can. If we're talking about running the 1, like I was thinking about having Herb Jones run the 1, the second unit. I don't know how crazy that sounds.
I think he can get to 14 because I look at some of the. Let's see, he averaged about 8 attempts, right? Mm-hmm. His career high is 8 attempts. When he averaged 11, he was at a little under 8, at 7.7. Just kick it up to about 10 attempts a game. There's no Najee anymore. You know what I'm saying? Jose may not even play some nights. Sadiq Bey is going to be kind of coming back, from his injury.
It's got to be a guy, Chaz.
Now it's your time to seize the mantle because I ain't gonna lie. Now, the Knicks got some defenders, but Josh Hart's constant has always been rebounding. He out a great defender, but he tries on defense. As Herb, the only knock on Herb's always only been rebounding. So if you could get up to 5 rebounds and about 13, 14 points a night, I think that's reasonable for a $20 million guy, honestly.
Because also, Chaz, if that rebounding total goes up, that means that he can then take it in transition and get to the rim, play downhill, be a playmaker, assist. Like it goes back, and it's the same thing with Trey. Mm-hmm. Like rebounding is a plus for me. Like if I get to, Lito, we talk about this all the time. Like, should Trey be pissed off that he doesn't get plays ran for him? All right, motherfucker, you're not gonna run plays for me. Fine, I'll make my own play. I'm gonna go get this rebound, and then I'm not gonna give the ball back up.
And look, check this. I'm sorry to stop your wisdom. Herb's average about 4 rebounds for his career, 3.8. Last year he averaged 3.9, 4.1. I'm going to ask you to average 1-2 more rebounds. And if you get if you getting on the offensive boards like a Josh Hart, then you probably gonna get fouled. You're gonna get to the free throw line. That's how you get your 14 points.
Yep. Free throws. Exactly.
I ain't mad at that. Shout out to Carl, man. He said Loon Dog is sick.
That's what they call him. That's what they call him. I don't know why.
Big Loon Dog, man.
What was Brandon's nickname, chat? What was it? Tiny Dog. That's what it was.
No, Tiny Dog and a humble beast. What the fuck?
Nobody ever called him.
Who called you humble beast?
Nobody called you, man.
Man, shout out to Just A Davis, man. In the middle of this show, my partner Ivory texted me and he said, "I'm gonna give you some flowers, Elvin." He said, "Man," he said, man, Justin Davis out there working, bro. He said he
Yeah.
got Justin pod, and Justin don't even pod on his own shows.
Oh damn! I ain't gonna lie. That Justin Davis work like James Brown.
Bro, that dude working, bro.
That dude work hard, dog.
I think that dude put 2 shows out
It's a
today.
good show too.
Yeah, that was a good show. Shout out to Tap In. Yeah, Tap In, man. Shout out to my dog Ezekiel, man. Zeke said, "Oh, this easy money right here, Zeke. I'm taking 400 degrees all day."
I ain't gonna lie, boy. I thought it was over when 500 degrees dropped. I thought it was over. It was over.
Yeah,
I was like, damn.
It was tough. He had a couple joints on that too, but it just didn't.
Yeah, the one with
do what
Skip.
it's supposed to do.
Yeah, that.
That and the song and the song 500 degrees was tough, but it just it's a tough comparison.
No, I'm thinking about 600 degrees. I absolutely thought it was over when 500 degrees dropped. Was that when they signed TQ?
Yes, he was on.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the West Coast, but Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
You good?
Justin Davis is pals in the blender.
Pals in the blender. Okay, cool.
Blake Hammond Entertainment.
I'm about to tell him type it in the chat for the people, man. Let's see.
I got you, Lito.
Bet. That's a good question, Justin Davis. Can Karlo be what Larry was?
That's a great question. That's a very good question.
Whoever want to highlight
that. He can be better.
No disrespect,
I'm not trying to be.
No disrespect,
Larry. Though. Don't do that.
He can be better.
No, I'm playing. Yeah, hell yeah. As a pig pork, Larry badly played. But not Larry had some spurts, man. Like Larry started the season hitting them corner threes.
They just played him into the ground, bro. Really just doesn't know how to use players. He doesn't know how to use players.
I'm telling you, man, if Karlo is just a C defensively, then you got something. You got something.
Karlo's an athlete prospect.
Shout out Candy, man.
Shout out
Candy.
Let's see.
Yeah, he's a super athlete. I was excited about him and EJ Liddell, man.
Dog, me too. Especially after seeing what EJ did to Banchero, like in the tournament, how the defense he played on him.
Tore his ACL in summer league. And that was that.
Damn,
he ain't never been the same.
That's crazy, dog.
We were there, Lito.
Yeah.
The league is cruel to a 6'4" power forward.
Bro.
The league is unforgiving, boy.
Dude was like a little tree stump, bro.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is kind of a funny question, Cole.
Pal's history ain't shit, bro.
He might be.
Cole, you might be a top 5 shooting guard. Pal's history.
So we got Drew, Chris. This is not in order. Drew, Chris, CJ. That's when they get weird. I said Chris already. Okay, Drew, Chris,
Eric
CJ.
Bledsoe, Eric Gordon,
Lonzo, no. Baron Davis,
Baron. David Wesley.
I'll say we say
David Wesley. Yeah, but if Poole have a good year, he knocking one of them out the paint.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna tell y'all something that's crazy. You probably could say Jose one of the best guards in Pal's history.
When Jose retires, there's gonna be Jose Alvarado jerseys in the building.
Fan favorite, yeah.
Well, you know what? No, fuck that. Fuck that. Chris Paul ain't no motherfucking Pelican. Chris Paul ain't even in this. Take Chris Paul out of here. Yeah, Jordan Poole better. And he got the Chris Paul number. Punched him in his eye and smashed his chain. Fuck that. Get Chris Paul out of here.
Hold on. Tyreek Evans.
Oh, wreak havoc. Wreak havoc's the most
5 years.
He was here for 5 years.
I think so.
He was here as a. What about? Wait a minute.
13, 14,
You
15,
sure?
16, 17.
Nobody gonna say Eric Gordon?
I said Eric Gordon.
He ain't
no
playing
way.
enough. He can't.
Chaz, you love Eric Gordon. I don't know why. You
I
love
do
that
play
guy.
enough.
That is your guy.
Who would have been if he would have stayed? Barron Collison.
Oh,
Barron Collison was nice.
That was a great draft pick.
Yeah, that dude.
That was a great draft pick.
That dude was cold.
Eric Gordon is here 7 years, bro.
Yeah,
He played for like 3.
it's funny seeing a player like in
Traded for him,
time.
then extended him.
Hey, Marcus Thornton with a
Anthony Grits. He was the first Jordan Hawkins.
Top 5? Marcus
Nah,
Thornton is
nah,
the
nah, nah,
I love
nah,
Marcus
nah,
Thornton.
nah,
Shout out to
nah,
Marcus
nah,
Thornton.
nah. Shout out to Marcus Thornton.
What's the
But
conversation?
he was a Hornet.
Are we just
though.
naming guards? Are we just what are we doing? We just naming
No,
guards?
no, I was just saying he good.
Oh
Nah, he
yeah,
not
Marcus
top
Thornton
five.
cool. That
He
dude
not
went to the Kings. He had a hell of a year.
Well, Leo, you said Marcus Thornton like he was a top. Like you said.
No. Like I
confidence.
just meant like he was cool. Shout out to Marcus, man. Marcus always.
Shout out to Marcus. He's now working for. I'm pretty sure he's working for LSU basketball now.
I see Marcus.
That's good.
Him and Hornsby.
I see Marcus every damn week.
Boy, mine was hating on Marcus. He's hating.
Yeah, man. That's the list. Chris, Drew, Barron, David, Eric, CJ, Tyree.
Like I'm not trying to be just like shout out to David Wesley, but the fact that he's still in the top 5.
Yeah.
In Hornets Pelicans guard.
David Wesley also was an incredible sideline reporter for the Pelicans.
I like Wesley.
Game analyst. And
State Bird.
Yeah.
I was mad when AD took his job. I ain't gonna lie.
Me too. I ain't like it at first. Then I was like,
mad.
all right.
AD's great.
He was awesome.
Yeah. God, they make this game somewhat entertaining. It was a good one.
Shout out to IC, man. I believe the Pelicans will be a top 10. Yeah, fully agree.
You know
so
what?
Then
go ahead, Justin.
What is Willie Green's strength?
You know what?
I'm gonna say this even more importantly. Then why am I paying? I'm gonna say this. Why? Then honestly, Ivory, I don't know why I'm paying Herb and Looney all this money then, because it's pretty much the same guys. You know, let's say even if you think Looney, I don't think Jonas was as bad defensively as it was made out. But let's say they had a quality defense with Jonas at the 5. Herb still here. I mean, what we got? Najee, you replacing him with, let's say, Peavy. Defensively, quality defender. People think Jose is this tenacious, people think Jose is Avery Bradley. So you got, a point of attack defender. I think it's time for these dudes better earn their keep, man, on them boards and on that defensive end. Mesey's going to be taking another step. He's an upgrade from Jackson Hayes, I believe, at least on defense.
I agree.
We're going to see.
Okay, Lito.
Zazic. If Trey steps up in rebounds, steps up in aggressiveness, and can help translate Zion to the media. See that last one? That last one ain't on Trey, because the last one, he got to be on the floor to translate to the media.
Yeah. Playing will help him translate to the media. But I agree. Like
MVP though, long shot.
No, the media, the NBA media, they love Zion though. Like
they want to.
Yeah, they want Zion to be the guy.
You know what? He was supposed to be the guy.
The Pelicans start off the year like 10-3. They're gonna start getting games flexed to national, all kinds of shit, especially if Zion playing well. Like Zion can score 13 points. If he have a crazy dunk, they could be like, that's the guy we drafted number 1. That's the guy I like to see.
Yep.
They gonna appreciate you, James. James. No disrespect.
Do you guys think? Oh, I was about to say JD. Do you guys think JD kept Willie Green this season? No, he was going to fire and make him.
Oh damn!
Oh gosh!
Yo, that motherfucker cold if he did something like that.
Have y'all seen the Cowboys documentary yet? Americans.
Nah.
I'm not trying to ruin for it, but like Jerry Jones, like I didn't realize this story, but like Jerry Jones comes in, like buys a team, and is like, all right, GM guy, like, yeah, you're out. I'm the GM now. Like I'm just like, who fucking does that? But maybe Joe Dubars will do that. I don't know.
That's why they in hell.
Hey, that's why what they said. Shout out to Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban was one of the most hands-on owners, but he brought a championship to a team that was never supposed to get one.
Got to 2 finals, drafted 2 all-generational players.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then Trey.
He didn't do it.
Did he draft Nash or no? Or
Nash? Yeah, I think he drafted Nash. And he drafted 3 generational players.
He was talking about that the other day.
That's what I was saying. You got Nowitzki, Luka, and
said that was his biggest regret.
Nash.
Ooh, he did the right thing though.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Because Nash would have only been Nash with Stoudemire and those guys. He just changed the whole game when he was running and gunning. That was Dirk style. Like And Dirk would have never really been able to, emerge as who he became.
God, Dirk was the fucking man, bro.
Hey,
Watching him play.
I think Dirk had the toughest run to a title I've seen that year.
So I've seen 100%. I totally agree. You want to end it with this one, Lito?
That's a great question.
Appreciate all the comments and super chats, by the way, guys.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Make sure you smash the like button.
And again, shout out to everybody on X watching. Shout out to everybody. X, Jesus Christ. Shout out to everybody on Twitter watching. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Yeah, man.
Shout out Chris Conner.
Shout out my dog Just Day again. If Queen translate early, how would it impact your view of the team in the second unit? What y'all think?
I think Queen under the gun a little bit.
Unfortunately. But
because of the injury.
But Chaz, as you said in the summer league, you let Queen run the second unit and be like, hey, you're the number one option. You're gonna get this many looks, blah blah blah.
I just wish, if he could have just been healthy, it would have changed everything to me. If he was healthy, I'm confident in the second unit. But since he's not healthy, I don't know, because by the time he come back, it's like, again, if you playing real good, it's like, I don't know. You like Bama? You like Birmingham?
The fact he still got that cast on too, I was
someone correct me. It's now a brace. I'm like, it's all right, man. He's still wearing something to protect his wrist, like whatever it may be. Like
he got that
he's still wearing
brace on,
but that shouldn't it. And if he's taking it seriously, it shouldn't affect his conditioning. It really shouldn't affect it. It really shouldn't affect his shot, Lito. It should really only affect your ball handling on your left side,
right?
On the left. Like
honestly,
if he comes in training camp with like a weaker handle, I'll give you that. If he comes in over, out of shape, I'm like, no.
I don't know why they can't just wrap that shit up. I don't know the extent of the injury, but like what they did with CJ and just throw him out there.
It's not like football where you can wear the club. I think they banned that, right?
When CJ had that all them ligaments torn,
they just had a brace. They just had a brace to keep it.
I'm like, man, put some dirt on that shit and get out in the game.
But I think with a wrist, like you gotta be able to bend it. I guess I don't fucking know. I ain't no fucking.
Like that's true. His right hand is good. I think the injury is to the left hand, which is good. So
that's the only positive out of the whole thing. Yeah.
Stem cells.
Oh, it's a good show.
Yeah, man. You got anything else, Justin? Any other? That's it.
I just want to say to the people, be sure to DM me your email address. I'm doing a preseason giveaway, and I'm going to do another one during the season, so you can DM me on Twitter or X at or Instagram at Cheddar Chaz, CHEDDACHAZ.
Yeah. And man, shout out to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We always appreciate y'all. Shout out, Justin. Somebody just want to DM you because they ain't get
don't wear the shirts, Chaz.
Oh yeah. I got the shirts, man. Y'all hit the store at bonfire/Nola Ball. I'm gonna put the shirts in the description. We got the Trey shirts, the Jordan Poole shirts for all the Poole people. Of course, the Zero Fears shirts for Jeremiah Fears. Yeah, man. I think we're gonna have a good season this year, man. So I hope people tap in and continue to support the networking team. Thank y'all for
someone's supposed to DM me,
yeah. They were supposed to. They said they was a member and then get a care package.
Oh damn, DM, yeah.
That's what I told them. I said DM. They was trying to.
So allegedly, some people can't like DM me. I don't know what it is. Or that, or email me. No. Justin at bootcrewmedia.com.
They're probably easier on Instagram because on Facebook, on Twitter, if you haven't already DM'd the person, some people you can't just straight like DM.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, again, like, subscribe, comment, shout out to the people on Twitter, shout out to people on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We'll see y'all probably Wednesday. Shout out to the chat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my dogs, Chaz and Justin.
Appreciate y'all later.
Peace.